Hey everyone. Um, what was that? If you hear anything in the background, Apollo is got the crazies. Hello. I shouldn't have started off this way, but anyways, hello everybody. I have crawled out of my formatting hole in my holiday hole. And whoa, I hope that doesn't sound dirty. Anyways, I lost time, days, I don't know, like when I ate, when I showered, like it's been a crazy like week and a half, I think, 2 weeks or something. Um, Basically I'm on here to try to attempt to promote my book that I just did. And I'm not very good at promoting things because I find the whole process very cringy, but I know I have to do it. And that's what I'm attempting to do on here. But anyways, so like I published on Christmas Eve and my brain was just so done with like work that for the following 2 days, I did nothing but eat pumpkin pie, color until I thought my fingers were gonna like fall off, and watch all kinds of shows on TV. And I took more edibles than I probably should have, but and now I'm back attempting to like be a person again that does things and says stuff. So anyways, this was a hard process. I taught myself how to typeset. That is what I did. And I'm so proud of myself. I do not like we don't have several $100s to just hire out for somebody to typeset. And not to mention like I don't know if they're control issues or just like, I don't find any issues in trying to control stuff, and I like to have as much control over my stuff as possible. Like, I'm not one that I don't want somebody to help me do posts or send emails or like none of that stuff. So I'm just going to do it all myself. I don't want nobody to like touch my books. I don't want nobody to proofread my shit. Even though I probably should because, it's kind of taboo to do it yourself. But basically, I don't trust anybody to touch my shit. That sounds terrible, but I just don't. And I probably shouldn't have said that, but I said it. And I don't know where I was going with that. But anyways, so the book is called Welcome to Yourself, Words for the Late Discovered Autistic Adult. And I'm just going to read you the description on the page itself because I'm still trying to get my brain and my mouth to work together properly. So this will probably be the most coherent thing that I say this episode. So here's the description. Oh, hold on. Hopefully you didn't hear that. I had a little phlegm in my throat. Okay, so anyways, this book started as notes. Daily thoughts posted quietly on Substack. Short reflections, realizations that came late, questions that didn't have neat answers. Over time, those notes turned into something bigger, a record of what it feels like to discover you're autistic as an adult and finally have words for a lifetime of experience. This book is a compilation of notes written by Autistic Ange, that's me, with doodles by her wife, for other late discovered autistic adults. It's not a guidebook, it's not a diagnosis checklist. Oh, and it doesn't try to fix you. Instead, it offers recognition. Inside, you'll find honest observations. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Inside, you'll find honest observations about masking, burnout, identity, grief, relief, self acceptance, and the strange mix of emotions that comes with understanding yourself later in life. Alongside the words are simple, thoughtful doodles by Anja's wife, adding warmth and space to breathe. If you've ever thought, why did everything feel harder for me? Why didn't anyone notice? Am I allowed to take up space now? Then this book is for you. It's for autistic adults who were missed, misunderstood, or misnamed. For people who want to feel seen without being explained. For anyone who needs reassurance that they're not broken, late, or alone. These are notes from the inside, collected, shared, and offered gently. Um, so that's the description. And um, let's see. So there's 628 pages, but like really the majority of the book is just so sorry about like my throat noises and my scratchy my scratchy throat. I'm sorry. But the majority of the book is on the front page there is a note that I wrote and then a doodle that my wife drew. And I'm just gonna take a little sip of my drink here. Um Boy, do I feel like if you hear anything weird, I don't know if I said this, but my cat's being crazy. Don't bite me. Okay, I guess you can bite me, but don't break blood. Don't break the skin. Anyways, what am I talking about? This is terrible. I'm so sorry, but like oh my God, please tell me that you didn't hear that. This microphone isn't the best, so I'm hoping that that didn't pick up. But my throat is having some issues working. I mean, I'm breathing, but this is like the most terrible. This is like not a good promotion of the book, but it is what it is. I'm not going back. This is like my fourth or fifth attempt because of all of this bullshit that I'm just gonna leave in because I don't know how to edit. But anyways, I promise the book is good. Don't judge it based on whatever I sound like in this episode. But anyways, so like there are different sections of different kinds of notes. There's a section called validation in bullet points. So there's variation throughout the book. Everything's got a doodle, and we're going to do like a drawing soon. Like my wife is going to help me set that up because I don't know stuff like programs and stuff like that. Um, she took 10 of her doodles, which are like 10 of my favorites of her doodles, and she printed a bunch of stickers out, like good stickers, like good quality, they feel nice. And we're going to give away like 10 stickers. There's like going to be like many drawings if you could like share my stuff or whatever. Did you make sense of what I was trying to say just now? Basically, like I'm gonna go promote this book like through Substack and stuff like that, and I'll make an announcement that like if anybody is nice enough to like share the post so that it can get a bit more traction, you'll get entered into a drawing so that like you can get mailed um 10 stickers of like the doodles, and it doesn't sound like much, and perhaps I'm biased, but like I love these doodles. They look awesome. I'm actually gonna get some as tattoos down the road you know, when I have the money to. And just in case that's, yeah, I probably should have hired like a marketer, but I don't have the money to hire for marketing. At the very least, I know I sound autistic, so I'm okay with that. What else can I say about this? Um, there is, I probably should have put that on the description, but like I said, this is my first real book. There's about 300 notes and doodles. And is there anything else I should say about this? I don't think so. Oh, perhaps I should include the price. I don't know. Is that a cringy thing to do when you're advertising? I don't know. So I'm just gonna say it anyways, because I don't know. So it's 24.99. Sounds like a lot for a book, but I feel like it's the perfect price for something like this. Like, this took a lot of time to put together. Alicia took forever with those doodles. Um, and then like having to figure out how to do a layout, how, like what a process. Anybody out there who does this for a living, you probably find it easy to do, but damn, it was not easy for me to learn. Like, all there's so much work that, like, I was telling Alicia, you can just open up any old book and start reading it. You have no idea, like, who is stopping to think about what went into just making the pages look the way that they do. You know what I mean? Like, who knew? There's all these numbers, all these like things you have to input, and like margins and like spaces, and you can't do this and you can't do that, and like so many rules just to get like a page to look normal with a title and with words. It's insane to me. I had no idea. Um, so yeah, I have a like I really appreciate like people who do typesetting because um wow. And also, how come by now in 2025 have we not figured out an easier way to put a book together to publish it? How is it still this complicated where you need to do all these fucking steps? Like, I don't know. Like, I know I'm pretty ignorant when it comes to technology, but like, seriously, why are there so many things you have to do to get a book to look like a regular book? I don't get it. Why hasn't this been figured out yet? Um, anyways, so I think that's all I have to say about the book. Um, yeah, I basically I don't know, like I think back to what's it been now? Like it's been over 3 years since I've known about my autism, and I know that there were resources probably that like I just didn't see, or like I overlooked when I was searching for different stuff about autism, but like I just remember I had this overwhelming feeling of like, well, where are my people? Okay, like here's a book and stuff about like what autism is, but like where are these people that are supposed to be like me? um when I was reframing stuff like with the autistic lens, it was just like uh it was just mind-blowing, like memory after memory after memory, like being re-examined through a new lens. And I remember wishing that I had people to talk to who were going through this process. I was looking for stuff about like what is this experience like for other people. So like I'm not going to sit here and say there was nothing. There was nothing, but like I couldn't find anything is all. You know, if there were resources out there about this stuff, like just wasn't able to find them, and therefore I assumed like, oh, this is kind of a lonely experience to find out that I'm autistic and that I don't have anybody to talk to about this who's going through this experience, or who recently went through the process of like discovering this about yourself, and you know, all of the fucking work that goes into like understanding what the fuck happened throughout your life, and you know why things turned out the way that they did, and why you're the way that you are, and blah 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 blah. And so I thought that like if I had found a book like this of just like stuff that I could read that I would be able to relate to and know that like, oh, it's not, it's not just me. Like, does that make any sense? My words are starting to like fail me again. But like that's why I wanted to put this together. And who doesn't like some doodles, right? Like, who doesn't like art? And not to mention it's the first book that like my wife and I have done. That's crazy. But yeah, I didn't even have to rely on her for like the formatting or anything. I am so fucking proud of myself because she's the first person I turned to with like, "Can you do this for me?" But yeah, so like I mean, I'm pretty damn proud of myself that I formatted. However, pretty sure it turned out correctly. Don't let that stop you from buying it. Um I checked it. I looked at the print preview. Like it looks like we did it correctly for the most part. This is the first time I've done a book like this before. Put this much work and stuff into it. I probably should have for the public journals, but I'll go and do that in a little bit and rework some of those. But anyways, that's all I can think to say about this. The goal is for you to see yourself in these words, for you to, like, if you're having like a day where you're just feeling shitty, you just need to feel uplifted or something, like this book will come in handy. Like you'll be reminded of like how wonderful of a person you are. And that's my ultimate goal for this, is for just, like just to know that you're not alone. And many of you listening have already, like, you've known about your autism for years. So, like, I get it, like, you're not alone and blah, blah, blah. I still think that you could benefit from the book. If you know anybody who recently found out about their autism, this could be a good something for them. I really have no experience like advertising well, so I'm just trying my best here. So this is all I have to say about this book, but I will include the link. I already have a link to like my author page for Amazon, but I'll include a link specific to this book. And if you would like to know about like the drawing or something, whenever I get that figured out, I mean, sorry, I'm not a professional. Like, I don't have all my shit together right now when it comes to this book. I'm just doing this piece by piece because this is all so new. And those public journals are so tiny, they're just little. You can go, don't get those right now. Maybe wait like a week or two. Um, I shouldn't have said that, but I'm gonna go now. Hopefully I sold this really well. What do you think? Did I do a good job? I don't know. Um, that was what I was gonna say. So like Amazon doesn't allow, or like I had to like just shit, every fucking question I had about this process, I had to have a chat with the Mr. Chat GPT, he's the Mr. Because like he taught me how to typeset. He gave me all the, but anyways, I've been having chats with him and I was like, where is the look inside for the Amazon? Like, when you go to a book and there's like look inside, or like you get a little bit of a read of what, and I thought that was automatically generated. I didn't realize that that's usually automatically generated with like Kindle books, not with just regular paperbacks. So I was attempting to like upload images, and I figured out like Amazon doesn't let you do that. And if I'm wrong and somebody knows of a way, please let me know. But there's no look inside I can provide. It doesn't let me upload images to show you like what's inside this book, so you can decide for yourself. Like, okay, like, because for me, like, a description is fine, but I often like to see like what are a few pages look like inside the book. What's the writing like? Is it worth this amount of money? I don't have any of that because it won't let me do that. And apparently, like, depending on the book, Amazon will go in and do that for you. Like, it could be a few days after you publish, it could be 2 weeks, or it could be never if you have lots of images like this one does. So, um, if you would like to see what the inside of this book looks like, on Substack, if you want to go over there, I don't know, like, this is real time, so like I'm not gonna do this. It's not gonna be up there for like a couple hours, but I don't think anybody listens to these episodes right away. But go on over to Substack, and I will have a post up about, not like a post, but like a note, with images of the book and like description, and so you can see for yourself if it's something that you would like. um okay, that's all I can think to say about this. So thank you for listening to this episode, and I would really appreciate uh well I yeah, can you buy it? Oh my god. Okay, thank you for listening. This is so terrible. I don't know why I yelled like that. um This is what I'm gonna post. I'm gonna post this episode, and you're better off just checking out the Substack post. I'll do some stuff on Instagram because things tend to make sense when I put them in like word form versus like verbal. So yeah. So thank you for listening to this, and goodbye. Oh man. Okay, okay, goodbye.